that version of you that you're seeking for on a day-to-day basis. The version of you that knows that it doesn't matter what's going on in your life, it doesn't matter what you're going through, you can sustain it, and you can not only sustain it, but you can become better by it. That version of you, it's waiting for you. It's waiting for you to make those choices, to then become that person, to begin to fill into that role. It's waiting for you to take those first few steps. You see, everything in this universe is about alignment. It's about alignment about what it is we're choosing to be about in our life. And what we choose to align with is what we then manifest into. It is what we then create in our life. Now, when I say that, you might say, well, hold on now. Why am I manifesting all these different fucked up things in my life? Why am I manifesting such horrible or hard situations? Well, my friend, let me tell you, we all have what I like to call devil ties. Most of us have devil ties for a long time. We never realize what they truly are. Now, first of all, devil ties might sound a little bit dramatic to you, but once you understand what I mean, you'll probably agree with it a little bit more. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a situation before where someone was asking you to do something in a different way than you normally have? They're asking you to go out of your way in some sort of shape or form, and you're adverse to it. You say, no, I don't want to do it that way because I do this. For instance, your friend wants you to come out on the beach with them. Your friend wants you to come out on the beach with them and have a great time playing some volleyball with some other friends of theirs that you have no idea who they are. Now, you may be calm when you go to the beach. You may just be wanting to sit in the hotel room, watch some TV, look over the balcony, maybe go to the beach later on, maybe do this over there. But going to the beach and playing volleyball with your shirt off and being in front of all these people you don't really know, that might scare you a little bit. You might be a little bit adverse to that, right? So without having the mindfulness inclination to ask yourself why you feel adverse to that idea, you'd probably just throw up some defense against them. You probably just say, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. Truth be told, if you were to take some time and really consider why you don't want to do that, you'd probably figure some things out about yourself that you'd like to work on, right? My point in saying all of this is that idea of being adverse to going out there and doing that because of something you have going on inside of your life, but also having something you can place blame and not see what's going on, right? Because they might say, hey, come out here, but you may not be realizing that it is just something inside of yourself that you're not okay with that's preventing you from going out there. You may place blame on them. You say they're weird. You don't want to be for their friends anymore almost because they're asking you to do something like that. Lo and behold, if you were to spend more time, let's say, on your body, you might be more willing to get out there. By the way, this is personal experience, might I add. I never wanted to go out and do any of the beach activities as a kid when I was out there various times where there was activities to do like that because, again, I wasn't happy with the way I looked. I wasn't happy with my skill level in certain activities, so on and so forth. But you know what? The devil tie was what allowed me to place blame and then go into something else that took my mind off of what I didn't like about that situation. The devil tie was the TV sitting in the hotel room that allowed me to stimulate my mind and not think about the situation. The devil tie was my aversion to looking at the truth inside that was saying, hey, you don't want to go out there because you don't look very good. That there was an aversion to looking at that idea. That aversion then pushed me into, or then I allowed that aversion to push me into going and watching TV and not doing anything about this issue and not thinking about this issue to do anything about it, right? So that is a simple example of the devil tie. Another example would be a situation where you have a family, you also have an alcohol addiction. You love your family so incredibly much, you want to do everything in the world for them, but you also love your alcohol addiction. Whether you articulate that you love it or not, you have an addiction to it. You are drawn to it at every step of the way. A devil tie would be that alcohol addiction, but more particularly, it would be your resistance to viewing the addiction as a problem. The devil tie would be your simple okayness with the problem that you have that is taking you away from something that is validly so important in your life. You have this beautiful family, this beautiful life that you should be living with your family, yet the addiction is taking you away from it. And in many cases, let me know if this relates, or you have seen this before. In many cases, that person who is drawn between the two lives, they don't see the problem with the addiction. That, my friend, is the devil tie. That is the tie to the devil that holds them back from living the truly great life that they are meant to live. They may be able to go out and have fun at the bar and so on and so forth with that devil tie, but what they really are yearning for on the inside is a true, loving, masterful, caring connection with the family. An intimate relationship with everybody there in the family, the connection, the mindset, the growth, the development, the mentorship, the fatherhood, the motherhood, the parenthood with that family. That's what they're yearning for. But some part of them doesn't realize or is tied into that devil tie of alcoholism or various other addictions or obsessions that aren't fruitful, that take us away from what's truly important to us. That, my friend, is a devil tie. Why have I named it a devil tie in my world? Because simply put, as I've explained to you guys before, the God and the devil doesn't have to be some extremely complicated idea out there. It can be as simple as good or evil. And in my opinion, when something is good, it's allowing, it may be hard, but it's going to be pushing you to be something better. It's going to be pushing you to challenge yourself and change things about yourself that aren't helping you. Whereas with the devil, the evil, it's things that are more easy, that comfort you, that allow you, that take you away from the truly purposeful endeavors in your life, that feel good while you're doing it, but they feel awful later on when you choose to take the time to look at it. As we all know, devil ties and things of the sort are very easy to fall into and stay within for your entire life. That is why the devil is always at work. That is, or should I say, that is a example of how the devil is always at work. So, my friends, eliminate those devil ties. Work to eliminate them one day at a time. Read the proper material. Watch the proper content on removing those devil ties. One piece of content, this light keeps turning off on me, that I would suggest is Atomic Habits. An amazing book that breaks down the science, the simple science behind habits, how to create them, how to create good ones, how to destroy bad ones. Makes it very simple. It gives you the frameworks to make it very simple. Okay? Guys, let me know what you think about this below. Go ahead, follow me on Instagram, join the Discord. Guys, I love you. I hope this makes a lot of sense. Let me know what you think. Have an amazing day.